My name's Glint. I have Opal Lua here with me. I'm doing essentially, what's called any percent for this category. It's still a relatively new indie game. Really cool community. Just join the Discord if you're interested in running after you're seeing it. It's pretty glitchy. It's good fun. But yeah, let's get started. Start time in 3, 2, 1, go. So first up, we have a 53-second intro unskippable cutscene, but that's all we get in the major cutscene in the whole run, pretty much. So it's not so bad. And also, this is a bit of a different pace from going from Doom. You know, this is a bit of a more friendlier game, less guts and gore. But I hope you have a good time. Let's get started. The first thing you get here is you get your pulse ability, is teaching you how to play the game. Rolling is very minorly faster than just running if you have good rolls. So if you're just starting, you can actually just run everywhere. But right off the bat, there's an autosave against that rock. We'll load like halfway through the cave and then start to talk to Toshi here, who's one of the main NPCs of the game.
I sense.
So this is just introducing us to the combat. It's got like a Dark Souls-esque style of combat, and these guys take one perfect time swing, R2, and 2 light hits each.
It's one of the few fights we actually do in the run.
Yeah, yeah. There's not many fights in this run, funnily enough.
Yeah, any percent in typical speedrun fashion, we'd skip like almost everything.
So once again, we're going to be doing a lot of autosave abusing. So see there on top right there, it gives us another autosave here as well. So you just load there, and it loads us slightly forward here, which saves a little bit of time. First, coming up now is we've got our first little bit of out of bounds here, and so this is where things start to get interesting.
Perfect physics.
Yeah. I don't really know how to fully explain how the rolls work in this game, but there's sort of like a delayed momentum, and it counts as Kina being like acts as if she's on the ground. Okay, got a little bit stuck there, but that's okay. So now we've skipped a few rots already, which is introducing to these cute little guys where there's, I think, 200 across the game, but we only need 5. So we get that autosave there, which will come in handy right after we get a different rot later. And we need 5 to unlock the courage ability, which allows us to basically beat the game.
This jump coming up is deceptively hard.
Yeah, I got Opal to try this one earlier. And,
yeah, we don't talk about that, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So normally you take, there's like a little circle platform on the ground, you pulse it, and then it pulsates on the crystals and those platforms come up. But yeah, of course we don't need to go there.
Trophies.
Yeah, we found a friend. Forget what these 2 kids' names are, but technically they're dead. So
yeah.
F in the chat for those guys. So another autosave here. It loaded the one that I made earlier. It still counts after I've collected that rot there. So you can go back to the middle, and that saves a bit of travel time. it's not gonna work.
Yes, this trick is also pretty hard. This looks good. Nice.
Okay, got enough height there. So, yeah, we're going for a little bit of a detour. Normally you go through, there's like a pretty obvious gate up there and leading you to a path down to the main village of that, like the hub of the game essentially.
Wait, this isn't intentional?
Yeah, don't mind that hole on the floor there. They're still working on it. Carpenter's coming in soon. For grass, for some reason.
Yeah. So there are actually parts here where you would just fall through the ground too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's not just like you can just roll anywhere. Like
yeah.
the parts that look solid can be a thing. Or, like we can also go through trees though, so I'll do a bit of that too.
Well,
'cause
certain
why not?
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, certain trees. So this is just a bit of a rolling segment, just getting to the main hub of the world. But the way we took it, it definitely takes a bit of a shortcut. So, and we're coming back inbounds here. So now we're in the village now. Then we've skipped all the tile screens. There's a sprout. This is the first like in tutorial boss. Little cutscene here. We don't want to fight these guys though. These guys unlock the shop there where you can buy cool hats for your little rot friends is what they're called. Oh, okay.
Nice. This trick here is called a bowless jump. Basically, if you don't have the bow and you try and aim, it will let you kind of extend your jump higher.
Yeah, so if you jump and then what the bow would be, but we don't have it yet, and you can get some extra height, which you'll actually lose the height later because of it's like there's like a slow-mo. Nice, got that first try.
Nice. Yes,
so there's a bit went on there. If Opal could explain that roughly. I'm not too good on the specifics of how tricks work. I kind of just do them.
Right. Yes, that one was interesting. You kind of open up the camera and the menu at the same time, which lets you keep control of Kino. And then you do a selfie pose and take damage and then roll up the side of the thing, because otherwise we would recoil when we take damage. And this allows us to skip over this wall and get the dash ability early. You're actually not supposed to get this until way later, but we like to go fast, so it's pretty convenient.
Dash is good for going fast.
It is speedy.
Yeah, so normally you beat three main bosses of the game, and then that would unlock that ability, which would allow you to go through those purple gates over there. Just a little loading the autosave there again, so there'll be a tutorial saying like how to use dash there, but by reloading the autosave it skips that. Oh. So now we're doing some more shenanigans, you know. I'm just gonna go up here real quick.
Perfect physics.
Yeah. This game has a lot of freedom about how you can do tricks, so if something's not quite working for you, yeah, don't mind this either.
Yeah.
Hang on, I need to go back to the autosave. I didn't hit it by accident. That should be fine. There we go.
That's the first hyper dash of the run. Basically, we're abusing the gaining control during the camera again to selfie pose as we dash, which basically lets us enter that state where we're just zooming.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot harder than it looks, because if you're too high off the ground, you'll fade out. So that was perfect. Yeah.
So this is where the bomb is. There's two main weapons of the game, the bomb and the bow. So we used to get the bow in any percent because we thought we needed it to beat the final boss, but bombs is sufficient. It's a little bit less convenient, but you can still do the boss pretty quick. So some more load auto-saving shenanigans going on here. So I just got the bomb, but my autosave was from outside the building. I need to make sure.
Yeah, double check you have the bomb.
Yeah, sometimes it can bug out, so I'm just going to make sure I have bombs for the last boss, because that would be pretty tragic. Alright, so now I'm trying to do the pause overlay thing again. There we go. aim myself a little bit to the right. I might bounce off the wall, but this might suffice. Yeah, this is fine. So this is a little bit slow. Normally you'd be aiming for this little egg wall over there and it would push you down to the ground, but this is fine. We just go for a little wander. So the only ways you can get out of this state is by voiding out or taking damage. So there's this wall here thankfully does some damage to us, which you need a different item to get that in the game. Get in there. Spirit Mail it's called. That was a really nice angle. Yeah. Alright, so now this is where one of the bosses would be, but we just use this area as a really nice launch spot. Now this is the main
this
tricky
is the
road.
hardest trick.
Yeah.
Glint's really gonna have to focus for this one. Oh,
not quite.
the timing for this is actually different than all of the other hyper dashes, and it's really, really precise. This could take a few tries.
Yeah. Okay, got the
good,
launch
good
twice.
so far.
So we're doing the hyper dash here, but this time normally there's a void out of for about 3 or 4 seconds, but because we got Keena's acceleration upwards too fast, the game allows you to not void out. So now in the second part of this trick is we're heading over to this last ring here. If you've played the game casually, you just notice this is where the last boss is. So, so now I'm just gonna. So what you can do with the camera here is you can bounce Keena's head off the camera, and that'll start your trajectory down. So yeah, this is actually pretty much perfect.
This
I'll land right.
really good.
Yeah, should land like right in the circle. I might have to hold back a little bit. Just yeah, you can get a little bit faster of a descent here, but this would be pretty good in a run. So there'll be another autosave that I'll hit here in just a second. There's one in this room. Like there it is.
Nice,
and
second try. Woo!
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, that was really solid.
Insane.
And here we are at the final boss, and so yeah, this boss is a little bit long though. It's got a few phases, but I'll just concentrate for a second.
A lot harder with bomb as well.
Yeah, so normally you need to break 3 pustules. Oh, okay, so I only got 2 there to go to the next phase. You can and because I didn't mention this, but I'm playing on story mode, so it's the lowest difficulty, so you don't have to worry about dying too much. But there is a I forget the name of it, but a spirit guide or something, expert master, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Where basically anything will 2-hit you in the game. So if you really want a challenging experience, it's got that available as well. So yeah, this is we're fighting some enemies again. We do fight a couple.
Good for her, good for her.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, that's room 1. There'll be one more. Wait, no, there's another moth. I missed
what?
He snuck behind me. That's alright.
He was sneaky.
Yeah. Now, if you play this game casually too, this guy here, the Wood Knight, he's actually harder than the last boss. Once you know all the patterns, he hurts, and his patterns are really hard to deal with.
Especially without bow.
Oh, you would not. If you're doing it a harder difficulty, you would definitely come get bow to fight this guy. Yeah, this fight's not going perfectly, but as long as it's manageable, it's completely fine. There's one guy hiding somewhere. Where did he go? Where is he? Oh, he died somehow.
Okay.
I actually don't know. He must have cleaved him. He can actually hit his own friends there as well. So now we place a bomb here to the left because he's gonna wait. His things won't spawn immediately, and then that'll blow the one on his hand, and then I want to blow these two here. And that'll instantly phase the second phase there. So this is another section where you'd need the bow. Those blue little flowers, you would use the bow to traverse up there, but we actually found out you can, you do the hyper dash over here, and you can, oh, this actually is gonna void out, yeah. Oh, that's okay. Let's see what my angle. That's too far to the right.
Yeah, so we can actually just move straight to a different room and get straight back into the fight, skipping this platforming section.
Still. Okay, I've lost my sense of bearing. There we go.
This trick is also really hard.
This looks okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Might go
looks
straight
good.
through
This
the door,
looks-
actually, yeah.
Oh, wow. Now, he actually has to take damage again here. So,
yeah, remember I
perfect.
mentioned, yeah, okay. These moth guys control you really badly.
Yeah. So we actually...
Oh no, that's
Oh,
actually
no.
bad. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to do
no.
the slow last phase, but that's okay. So what you do, I was trying to put a bomb on the moth there before I went through the door so that it explodes afterwards, so that I can get enough. The orange bar there, which I still didn't talk about, is called courage, and you normally have enough time to get enough courage to pull out the spear there. You need to be able to pull out 3 spears to beat the boss. So if you don't get there, he does this little bomb attack here. But I'm not worried about dying or anything, but it just makes loses time. You don't have to kill these moths at all either, but they can be annoying sometimes. So, and you have to wait for him to jump down there. If someone's gotten this once where he didn't jump up, we can't replicate it. So now I'm going to walk out of the arena here, which normally if you stay out there for too long, you will die. Oh my god, that moth almost PK'd me. And that will manipulate his II to do a charge straight away. Should do another charge now. No, he's going to go for another laser. He's being very mean, actually. So this would lose me 30 seconds to a minute or something. There we go. Now we got one more spear to go. Won't be time on that. There's a little bit extra afterwards. Alright. I've not seen him do that before. He just walked up and didn't do an attack. Normally he will always do like a swing or something. He was just trying to intimidate me. Bring it. Hopefully he does the next charge right now. He's going to do one more. This is really bad RNG. But, you know, marathon, which is totally fine. I got the hard trick, the one where I launched through the sky to get here. I got that second try, so that's really what mattered most. Okay, now we're just gonna break his little heart here. Nice. And yeah, that's the there's just one little extra cutscene here, and then there's a little blue circle called meditate, and I'll call it, yeah. This is like a 15-second cutscene. You got to talk to the NPC. He's like, "Good job, you did it," and oh, I got my angle. Oh, okay, could still talk to him from there.
Goodbye, Kana.
Oh yeah, the character's called Kana. And time. Woo!
That was really good.
Yeah, that was... What was that?
Yeah.
15?
15:59.
Okay, alright. I was like, good.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's still pretty good. My PB for the record is 15:21.
Nice.
Yeah, so the little couple of void outs in the last boss cost a bit of time, but that was a good run, yeah.
Well done, Glint.
Thanks.
I have one question before you go. Is that run you did version specific? Like, is it pre-patch?
Yeah,
or
actually,
anything
there's
like
a couple of tricks that I couldn't do because of the version I'm on, which actually loses a little bit of time.
Oh, okay.
But this is disc version that Dutch had, so I could have down patched it and done a few extra tricks, but
Gotcha.
but we are in contact with the devs, so, and they ask us if, like, when they're doing patches, as long as it doesn't affect casual player base, it's fine, sort of thing. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, pretty neat for a new indie game. But yeah,
Awesome.
thanks for having me. Quick run, but what do we got next?
We have Choco doing Final Fantasy X-2.
Oh, 10-2.
wow.
Very nice. All right, well.
So well done again, Glint. That was great.